Mess around, yeah. Hi, people! Yay, people, again. I love it when this happens like 2 weeks in a row, because, I don't get to see that many people. But I do get to see you now, so I'm really stoked about that because it is Shuhe Tales! It's time, sorry, my hands were all the way out of the way. Shuhe Tales! And the awesome sauce is that it's also Earth Day! Oh my goodness. I mean, how do you celebrate Earth Day? I mean, every day should be Earth Day, right? It is. Every day is Earth Day. But today's a really nice day when we just stop and we remember that. And we stop and think about it. And maybe right now, when we all have to stay home and we all have to, be careful about where we go and how we do things, that it's good to remember that Earth is why we are here. It's so exciting to me, anyways, and it's also an exciting opportunity to tell a story that has to do with the earth and has to do with animals because, animals, we are all animals, but we all share this world together. This earth of ours is important, and right now we're being tested in some way or another on how to get along, how to continue to be, get things that we think are important for us, but also things that are important for all of the animals in the world. So I really love that if you're spending time with me right now, thank you. And I really love that we get to spend time together. And I really hope that we remember today as an important day when maybe we all decide to do things a little different, and maybe we all decide to be a part of a world where we all share it together. Yeah, it's a fun idea, and it's something I know that we're working towards. And it's an adventurous time, so I want to tell an adventurous story. Today I want to tell a story that its roots, like where it comes from, is based in Native American storytelling. But the story itself, I'm going to kind of just make it up. I'm just going to put together a story that makes sense using some cool friends and characters that I know that have been in stories like last week with Tabaki. He's been in so many stories, and the stories that he told about Anansi the spider, so many stories. And these characters are still in so many stories. So at this time, I would like to tell the story that I'm kind of making up. Wish me luck. Of Eagle and Bear and their great contest. So maybe I'll call it the contest between Eagle and Bear. Now, a long time ago, really long time ago, there were no people in the world. There was animal people, but no like human people, but we're animals, but still we're a little different. But way before animal people were here, I'm sorry, that was all the way backwards. Way before human people were here, there was animal people, and all of the animal people kind of, they got along. And they had responsibilities, and they did things together to make the world continue to work, and so that it worked for everybody. Well, all of those animal people, in order to have that kind of, be able to do things together like that, because they all had different ideas and thoughts, and they had to have great chiefs. And all of the great chiefs they had their own jobs too. There were great chiefs of different parts of the entire world. So there was the great chief of all the animals who walk on the land, and that was Grizzly Bear. Grizzly Bear. And he was a great chief. He really had a way of being, well, he was strong and fast, but he was also fair. He liked to make sure that every one of the animal people had a word to say in the mix of things and how they make decisions. Well, Grizzly Bear, well, he was a great chief, and there's a reason that he was chosen to be a chief. I am a Grizzly Bear. And that's Grizzly Bear. Now, there was another great chief, and there's a lot of great chiefs, but this story is about two of them, and they had an argument. Well, they're about to have an argument. So the other great chief of all the animals that fly in the air, oh, hold on, she's being difficult. Here she comes, and that is Eagle. Hi, Eagle. And Eagle could fly so high in the sky, and her eyes could see everything in the world. She was such a great chief, and she was so wise. She really loved to make sure that everyone had a fair say. And so Eagle, after a very long in the sky, and she, tired, landed on a branch. And when she was there, she noticed Grizzly Bear was walking beneath the same tree. And Grizzly Bear had a seat because he had also had a long day dealing with stuff, with animals, and helping them all get along. Well, Grizzly Bear and Eagle noticed each other, and they started to have a conversation. Now, the first thing that Eagle said was, you are the great Grizzly Bear, and you are the chief of all the animals who walk upon the land. To which Grizzly Bear said, yes, I am, and you are the great Eagle, the chief of all of the people who fly in the air. And we are both great chiefs. They knew that, and they were friends. But at this moment, being so tired, I suppose, Eagle said, well, I am, of course, the better and greater of all the chiefs. To which Grizzly Bear said, I don't think so. I am the greatest of all the chiefs. No, you are not. Yes, I am. No, you are not. Yes, I am. And as they argued, the thing is, all of the other animals, the animals of the land and the animals of the sky, also started to argue. And they argued, and they argued, and they argued until they were so loud that they woke up Wise Old Spirit. Now, Wise Old Spirit, well, was the chief of all chiefs. Wise Old Spirit knew everything. But Wise Old Spirit also made it so that all of the animal people had a system, I suppose it's a system, a way that they could live together in harmony, and arguing wasn't part of it. So they, Wise Old Spirit, being woken from slumber, oh no, Wise Old Spirit was not happy about that. And Wise Old Spirit said, why are you arguing so much that you wake me from my slumber? Well, said Grizzly Bear, I believe that Eagle started the argument by saying that she was the greatest chief. I don't think so. I think that Grizzly Bear came and took my resting place, and I believe that I am the greatest chief. There you are not. I am. You are not. I am. And so, Wise Old Spirit made a decision and said, there is much to be decided here today. You are both great chiefs, but this decision must happen. So I have decided that you will have a contest. And in this contest, you will race each other. And the first of you to reach that mountaintop, there, can you see it? Ah, I have flown over that mountaintop many times. Yes, I see it. And I have climbed that mountaintop many times. I cannot see it, but I know where to go. The first of you to reach that mountaintop will be the greatest chief. Good luck. And so the race began, and off went the two. Rah! Eagle rose high up into the sky, riding the winds as high as she could, because she knew that the quickest way to that mountaintop was the straightest line, which meant coming from the highest place in the sky. Rah! And Grizzly Bear ran, and he ran down big hills and mountainsides, and up over canyons and valleys, and through rivers, and he ran, and he ran, and he was so fast that he was getting there very quickly. Now, Wise Old Spirit was still a little grumpy, and decided that there would be a more of a challenge, and so summoned up a great storm. The storm drew fire from the skies in lightning, and it drew the ground up in rumbling earth. And so Eagle, flying through the sky, had to fight and dodge around the great lightning flying from the sky. Rah! And Grizzly Bear had to run and avoid the falling rocks and the earth cracking under his feet. But he ran, and they were running and flying so fast. It was unbelievable, like no contest you have ever seen. But the lightning, well, it was quick, and as fast and as skilled as Eagle was flying in the sky, her left wing was struck, and she fell from the sky, unable to fly because she was missing a wing. And as she fell, Grizzly Bear, he was running, but he saw in the sky, there was Eagle falling. And in his heart, he knew that he could not let his friend land on the ground. And so Eagle falling and Grizzly Bear running. Grizzly Bear changed his mind, and he changed his direction, and he ran towards where Eagle was falling, and he ran as Eagle fell, and Grizzly Bear ran until at the last moment when Eagle was almost on the ground, Grizzly Bear leapt high and caught Eagle on his back, breaking her fall with his strong body. But as he landed, he was injured. And now Eagle had an injured wing, and Grizzly Bear had an injured foot. And the only way for them to finish the race, well, they had to work that out. Eagle jumped upon Grizzly Bear's back again, and this time she used her good wing, and she flapped it to help Grizzly Bear with his leg that was injured, and she flapped her wing, and he started to walk, and up the mountain they went together, she flapping her wings and him walking, until they came to the top of the mountain together. And together they saw that only together could they make such a perilous journey. Only together could they survive. And all of the animal people saw this, and all of the animal people set aside their differences in the interest of being and getting together. And wise old spirit went back to slumber. And now, today, we are faced with these challenges. We have a challenge before us and a race that we must run. And only together can we all get there. Thank you for hearing my story today. If you liked these characters, if you like Grizzly Bear, and if you like Eagle, well, I'm going to teach anyone who wants to learn how to make their own grizzly bear or eagle or whatever animal you want to make. So if you keep an eye on the Facebook, then I will keep you informed of how to know about that. I will also keep everyone any way that I can, because there's really awesome people at young audiences. And if you haven't heard of young audiences, they are amazing. They help to bring artists and storytellers and musicians and people like me into schools to remind us all that how valuable art and expression and imagination is. And they do it all the time. So if you want to find more people doing really cool things and telling stories and having really cool art forms to share, you can go to young audiences at YA, this is a website, YA dash, not slash, but dash, OR.org. And they have a bunch of digital media that is being presented by their amazing artists. And they're going to share it with you. And you can find all kinds of cool things to do there. I also bless you, and I hope that you are well. And if you can, I appreciate tips, but please, this is a gift from me to you that I can share. So I try to share. I'll see you soon. And next week on Shuhe Tales, wahoo! Maybe there'll be a coyote involved. I'm not sure. Have a good time and a good weekend and a good weekend. I gotta practice my whistling. Hey, that's better. Next time.